Okay, so today I'm in northern England. I'm in Yorkshire at a town called Doncaster. I've seen a few YouTube videos about Doncaster, and they really paint the place as an absolute shithole. You know, they show boarded up buildings, the real scummy parts of town. You can see the Doncaster Minster, which used to be St George's Church. It's now a minster. Behind me, which is a beautiful building. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to try and show you guys around Doncaster and show you some of the nicer things, because Doncaster is a nice old historic little town. And here's a good view of St George's Minster. This minster has been a landmark in Doncaster for many, many years. It looks old, it looks ancient. It's actually not. It was built in 1850, so it's coming up to 175 years old. So as far as old churches, buildings and minsters go in the UK, it's not that old really, but it's still a spectacular, absolutely beautiful building. So 2,000 years ago, Doncaster was founded by the Romans as a crossing point of the River Don, and it was called at that time Danum. Then 900 years later, in the 9th century, the Anglo-Saxons came to Danum, and they renamed the place Doncaster. Don is after the River Don, and Caster means military camp, and it became Doncaster. So that's where the name came from. We're in Doncaster Marketplace. This in front of me is the Corn Exchange building. There's been a market on this site for 770 years. Started in 1248. There's been a market in Doncaster on this actual site ever since. So this building, it's called the Corn Exchange building. That was built in 1873. There's a couple of good old pubs. There's the Black Bull Hotel. And then one building down, there's the old Castle Hotel. It's not market day today. Market happens 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. Today's a Wednesday, so there's no market. There's still a few market stalls open, selling flowers, fruit, veg. The fish market is normally open every day. The building in front that's for sale now, that building is 275 years old. It's a listed building. And you'll find in Doncaster there's a lot of listed buildings that are hundreds of years old that people don't really know about. The building here in the marketplace, that not very good at ground level, not very good looking at ground level, mobile zone and vape plus, but the actual building that store's set in is 350 years old. That's another landmark historic building. This is the fish market. This building in front, the Woolpack, which is a pub, didn't start off as a pub. 300 years ago, when it was built, that was a very well-to-do residential property. Turned into a pub quite some time ago, but again, 300-year-old building. And same with the buildings next to it, the building with the green windows and then the cream-coloured building above the pawnbrokers. They're also close to 300 years old. They're beautiful buildings. Nice street trees. And then you come round to this block and there's more modern buildings. Of course, the Red Lion or Wetherspoons there is a very modern building compared to those ones we've just looked at. We're going to take a walk down Scot Lane, and this is one of the streets I remember on a YouTube video that I watched where they were showing boarded up shops and labelling Doncaster as a dead town, basically. The street looks pretty nice to me. There's one shop there that's boarded up. And a lot of these shops don't open up every day. They wait until market day. But most of them are open. And when you're going around Doncaster, always look up away from ground level and you'll see some pretty nice architecture on the second and third floors of buildings. So we walked up the entire length of Scot Lane and I only saw one boarded up shop. Everything looks very healthy and active and vibrant down here. Look at the architecture on this building. Part of it's a bank. There's some apartments upstairs, but it's quite a beautiful old building. Across the street here, this huge, elegant looking building. It's called the Mansion House. That's where the mayor of Doncaster hangs out. That place is 280 years old. It was built in 1745. Again, just a beautiful architecturally historic building. Right next to it's tourist information. So this is the high street. It's clean. You see some of the bank buildings are pretty spectacular as well. NatWest Bank. Very Romanesque columns and exterior of the building. Nice building. And then over here on the corner, TSB, another great looking building, right? There's a couple of empty buildings, you know, building here, building there. This one's to let. Yeah, that would make a nice restaurant, I think. Real pretty old bay windows. And again, another bank building. Lovely, Barclays Bank. And on the end, another bank building. This time HSBC, but what a great looking building. I feel like I'm in a very historical town here, which I am, of course. Here's the bells at, this is called Clock Corner. You can see the clock tower on top. The bells are ringing away. And then we get to the more modern part of town and the French Gate Centre, which is a complete modern 1980s building. Another building, look at the building up there with the beautiful stonework. The heads almost look like shields with a head on it. And then we have what used to be a bank. I don't remember what bank it was, but you can tell with the type of building, again with the columns. It used to be one of the major banks, and now it's a coffee shop located within a fantastic looking building next to a modern ugly building. Oof. Again, if we look above from street level, you can see this old building used to be a major department store called Burton's. The name is still on the upper reaches of the building, but beautiful. Look at the building up above street level. Another bank building, and then right above these, the opticians, you can see what this building used to be. It's called the Nag's Head Hotel. It used to be a hotel. They used to have a pub at the bottom there that was attached to the hotel. There's a neat little pub. The Little Plough. Hewitt's Grimsby Ales. I think they are not in business anymore. Here's another good building, more modern building, 1923 it says up there on the building, but good looking building. Look at the eagle up there. Again, whatever it was built as a commercial building, and now it's a pub, the Tutton Shive. Yet another fine building. Just look at all these awesome buildings I'm showing you in Doncaster. I feel like I'm in a much older, much more historic city than what I am. You can see this building, the carvings up there are absolutely intricate, beautiful. And you can see along the middle of the upper floors there, the gargoyles, the stone creatures that are carved into the stonework. So this is a monument to the coal industry, coal mining industry. Along the bottom you've got all the old coal mines, the collieries that were shut down during the great miners' strike of the 1980s, when Margaret Thatcher took on the mighty miners' union and ended up winning literally by starving the miners to death and shut down dozens and dozens of collieries, and many people lost their livelihood because of that. And Doncaster is located in Yorkshire, which has a huge, used to have a huge coal mining industry all over the county. Got some more buildings here. Again, a little bit more modern this side of town. You look up top, you can see this one is AD 1904. So it's only 120 years old, but carved into the stone. It used to be the central hall. Obviously some kind of gathering venue or entertainment venue or something, which there's now, who knows what's upstairs, but it's got the shops at the bottom. As I'm walking around, I am not seeing any boarded up shops. Like I said earlier, contrary to other videos that have been posted about Doncaster on YouTube, to me it looks a nice, clean, vibrant town centre. We're going to head down Priory Place. Check out down here. Now, years gone by, all these buildings, you can see from the upper floors, there used to be row houses. This was all residential properties. There's a modern church at the end. Yeah, they all used to be right down to floor level residential properties when they were first built. I'm guessing in the early 1800s, these buildings. And on the other side of the road as well, the same thing. It's now shops down below and possibly residential up top still. I'm also not seeing a lot of litter around Doncaster. The streets are surprisingly clean. I thought I'd be seeing a lot of garbage, a lot of chewing gum on the sidewalks. It's actually quite a clean place. This brick building here, again not that old, but it used to be the main post office in the town. It looks like it's disused right now. Yeah, so I'm very surprised with Doncaster. It's actually a lot cleaner in the town centre area than when I used to live here in the 70s and 80s. Oh, now I'm showing my age. Yeah, everything looks great, everything looks clean, it looks a really vibrant town. Yeah, I'm really enjoying my walk around Doncaster town centre. I'm thinking, seeing the pubs around the town centre, this would be a good opportunity to get Rhonda to join me on a pub crawl of Doncaster. Another thing that Doncaster is noted for is it's a major hub on the railway network in the UK. And there's a lot of history in Doncaster. The Flying Scotsman, which is a famous old steam train that broke the train speed record many years ago for a steam train, was built here. There's some nice water features. This is outside Doncaster train station. A couple of water walls. They look very impressive. Okay, from here we're going to head into the town centre. You can see on the far side the wall arts there. The old steam trains. And a World War II aeroplane. Very nice wall art. There's a World War II plane. Here's a steam engine, which is appropriate, being across from the railway station. It's a really nice way to decorate up what would be a boring brick wall. Well done, Doncaster, it looks good. And some mythical creature now. This is inside the very modern French Gate shopping centre, right in the middle of the town centre. Yeah, it's just a shopping centre. It's nice and clean, but nothing of interest, not like the historic buildings surrounding this area that we've been looking at on the video. Wow, the sky has gone really dark and grey. We're back at the marketplace area where some of the more historic buildings are located. And I think I'm going to call into one of these pubs here and grab myself a pint of beer.